Saturday morning walk and talk, boys. A little chilly today in New England. Hey, dude, look at this. Huh. Let me see. Yeah, walking to Mach 1. Sorry, we'll miss. Today we'll watch later on. TCB. Have a good one. Get her done. Walk and talk. TCB. All right. Now we got to be very vigilant today on our walk. We got to pay attention. Could that be it? I don't know. Pretty sad, folks. I can't even do a walk and talk now. I got to look over my shoulder constantly. That's more what I'm worried about, these cars, see? Somebody trying to run me down. Boy, it's chilly out here. I can see my breath. So let's see. It is Saturday, September 13th. Wow. Before you know it, guys, Halloween's going to be here. Let me see. I just got a message from Bruce. Hold on 1 second, folks. I got to look at this message. What the freak? So if I read that correctly, folks, as of 1 a.m. So if I read that correctly, folks, as of 1 a.m. last night, Rich was not in the hospital. If I read that correctly. Time will tell. TCB. Morning, Bruce. Did I read that correctly? Did you say he was not in the hospital or he was? Because I glanced over it quickly. Not in the hospital closest to him. Woke up this morning and I can't get the words out right. Yeah, that's a big negatory driver. I'm 1010 on the side. You know, so here's my thought process on the whole thing. I'm not going to wish harm to anyone. because then that would be bad juju, even if it's a bad person. I'm just going to put all my cards and all my faith in karma. I got them USA, what's up? I got them turkey toes on duck brain. Huh. Don't quite understand what you're saying, man, but hey. So you got bird on the brain? USA. Q8, good morning. Good morning. You know, it's really sad that a small YouTuber like myself with only 543 subscribers has to look over his shoulder on his walk and talks because he's had death threats. Morning. I am prepared. I don't like it though. I don't like walking around like this. It's pretty fucking sad if you ask me. If you have to carry a gun to go for a walk and talk, that's a problem. That's a big problem. But again, big shout out to Pops for hooking me up. And yeah. This fucking thing digging in my stomach. Pretty sad. The one good thing around here is we have police presence everywhere. However, that ain't gonna do me no good if someone runs me over. Beamer put a video out. Oh, that's great. That's great. I'm so sick of him. His stupid videos. Playing with toys. You know, how come he's not showing us where those tires? Like, let's think about this. Does nothing. Good morning. Let's think about this for a minute. He's making trips supposedly to the landfill. Okay. How come he's not shooting any video there? How come we're not seeing the tires in the truck? Anyone? Anyone? Now, I could be completely wrong, but I'll tell you right now, I think it's all BS. I think he's just started about the Roadrunner. Well, I seen that he had rims. Listen, I can't, you know, it's like Rich, you can't believe anything they say. You know, it's Beamer and Son Garage, okay? That means garage. What do you think of when you think of garage? You think of cars. You think of busted knuckles. Beamer and Son Garage, when I think of them, all I can think of is little lady pickle fingers and two crackpots. 120 a ton for ton. Okay, look at that. Now, I don't know the exact weight of those tires, but a ton, I would assume that's 2,000 pounds, if I'm correct. That's a lot of tires. Now, did the I can't even say it, code enforcement crack down on him? Possibly. But I didn't call the code, baby, code enforcement. I didn't call them. Maybe one of you guys did. And if you did, you don't have to say you did, but hey, good job. And you know, I got this I can't shake this thought, but Barry said that Ryan is severely handicapped. Jinx! Brother! Why does he have a gun? Now, I know my dad's going to chime in and go, because it's for Barry. But people that are mentally handicapped should not have a gun. That just... And I'm not saying because of the public would be at danger. They would be at danger. And again, it's sad that I got to do these walk and talks with my head on a fucking swivel. Don't like that. Don't like that. But do you guys agree with me? Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, hey, tell me I'm wrong. But do you guys think that a person that's severely mentally handicapped should own a firearm? That's a great point, Bruce. And again, I'm not saying that, you know, Ryan would be a threat to others, but it would be a threat to himself. And I want to talk about Charlie Kirk for just a few moments. I want to give my opinion on this on the record. And I had spoke with Austin. I've spoke with my father about this. My father, as you guys all know, was a United States Marine. He qualified expert. He's a pretty good shot. And I said to him, I said, Dad, and I especially know he has a lot of experience with a 30-06. I said, Dad, you know, would your regular person be able to post up 200 yards away and make that shot? And even he said, highly unlikely. Very highly unlikely. Then I spoke to my buddy Austin, who, you know, he's very well versed. He's been shooting since he was 8 years old. His father was in the Army. I mean, his grandfather was in the Army. He's the one who taught him to shoot. And even Austin said the same thing. This kid obviously had range time. Now, I guess his father was some kind of law enforcement. And I can't remember the name of the gun that Austin said that it was, but he told me that that rifle that the kid made the shot with was an $8,000 rifle. That's like precision accuracy. But again, I had a rifle that had a scope on it, and I know for a fact that if you can just bump that scope just a little bit, it will throw it off. I've watched many videos of Charlie's unfortunate. I mean, it's still sickening. But again, it's been, and you can see it, he was wearing a plate underneath his shirt. And I don't know anything about body armor. I'd lie if I said I did. But the guy that broke down this video, I don't know if he was a Marine recon sniper. I could be wrong, but I think he was. And he was talking about body plates. And because of how thin the one Charlie had on, he pulled out this plate. And he said that he thought that this is what it was. Well, the plate at the top has like I'm doing a Barry thing, but kind of like an edge on it. Now, if you watch that video real soon, I've watched the video a lot in slow motion, you can see the minute of impact, his shirt, like ragdolls, Charlie's shirt. Now, what this guy believes, and what I believe too, because of watching the video, was where it goes like this, the shooter might have been aiming for the head, I would think, or maybe center mass. Well, I believe that bullet hit that part that's like this. And the guy also said where it goes like this, you're supposed to wear extra, whatever, Kevlar or whatever it is. And he showed that when it hit, the size of the hole that was in his throat. Now, according to him, because I'm not an expert, I am not an expert in guns in any way. But he said because of the size of the hole, that it hit that top part and it reflected it up. Which is just horrible. Level 2. A 30-aught, yeah. I mean, that's a big round. I believe that's a 30 millimeter round. That's no joke. But this kid, he had to have had some range time, because there's no way an amateur person's just going to get up there and make that shot. It's not happening. It's not happening. Especially where you're shooting down. I mean, there's a lot of things that come into play there. Now, 200 yards is not a far away. I know that I was watching, at least for the Army snipers, they start at 300 and go all the way out to 1,000 yards. But also, too, Bruce, that was a perfect shot. I mean, that hit his jugular vein. That would be like aiming, on a deer and hitting it right in the heart. Now, I'm definitely not saying that this kid was an expert by any means, but just, I don't know. 22 fucking years old. And then Charlie was, 31 years? I had seen Charlie here and there. I didn't know a super lot about him. I did know that he went around the campuses, and I had seen some of his videos, and he would do debates. And he was good at them. He was really good at them. Still, the fact that somebody have to lose their life because of a difference of opinions. And you know what, also, too? The wife and the 2 kids were in attendance to that. Just horrible. So I won't talk anymore about that, but just very sad, and my thoughts and prayers are with his family, and I hope that all you guys will send the same. Oh, and here's a couple other things. You know, that's the one thing that sucks about the internet is you get all these conspiracy theories. Now, why would the old man that you saw that they were dragging out, why would he be saying he's the one that made it, he's the one that killed him? And did you see he just went limp? He made them drag him. Then you had that guy that was in the front row, which I think they should arrest him. The guy with the long hair. There was, I mean, a second after the shot hit the guy, he's the only one standing and he's cheering. It's like what's going around the country. These people saying that this guy had this coming to him. How could you say that? Nobody deserves that. I mean, it's just, it's sad. Really sad. You know, I see President Trump's going to attend the funeral, which I think he should. But I mean, it ain't going to bring the guy back. I want to go back to the... I didn't live through these eras. I'd like to go back to the 50s and 60s, because from what I understand, those were the times. After the 60s, shit started going, well, according to my father anyways, who was born in 52, he said that it was like in the 80s when shit started, you know, going down. Now, I lived through the 90s. The 90s was a good time. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm kind of just rambling, but I'm just thinking out loud. So let's get back on Rich. I woke up from a nap and I can't talk. My motor functions are okay, but I can't get the words out. I did drink a half gallon of vodka. I don't want people feeding me like this. Let me see. Ah, well. Why does everybody gotta be divided? Why can't we just be one? You know, after September 11th, the whole country united. It didn't matter what color you were, whether you were black, brown, yellow, red, white. It didn't matter. You would think on these things like with Charlie, it would unite the country. You know, that poor Ukrainian girl. You know, she fled Ukraine because it was an active war zone. And who would have ever thought it would be more dangerous on a I don't know if it was North or South Carolina train, would be more dangerous than Ukraine, where there's an active war going on. That's nuts. Now, I believe in karma, and I've already heard from some other YouTubers that have done time in those jails that they're waiting for him, that guy. That he's already got a target on his back. You know, the system's out here to help everybody out. Now, that guy, there's another example. He had been arrested 14 times. He was homeless. And he had severe mental problems to the point where his own sister was trying to get him committed. But nope, just slipped through the cracks. This isn't what America was built on. And really, the only reason why I fascinate thinking on it is because I got a 9-year-old kid. But anyways, all right, let me turn this around because I know that kind of got a little dreary right there, and it's done as done. So we got Barry cleaning up his yard. Does nothing, says you can get rid of a ton. That's 2,000 pounds, Barry, for 120 bucks. How does that work? Why aren't you doing that? You guys want to hear the saddest part about all those tires? He made the great boy buy all those tires at different events. Whether it was the spring run in the grass or the pumpkin run, which none of those events they can attend anymore. Actually, you know what? Let's stay on the path. Let's go back to the path. I feel like when I walk up that way, my signal gets screwed up. Anybody got any good plans for this weekend? We got the tanks all drained on the trailer. Was it yesterday? Might have been, no, day before yesterday. We put the antifreeze in. Got that all run through the lines. Hot water heater, so that it just needs to be having a good vacuum and a good wash down. And she's going back to the pit, and the Afterbirth Pontiac is coming back. Heat wave, man, I'm in a sweatshirt. It's cold. Well, I mean, it ain't freezing, but it's cold enough for a sweatshirt up here. I wonder if they have a mice problem and they got one of those going on to keep the mice away like we do in the trailer. Taking it easy today. I hurt myself at work a little, doing work with 3 people for 3 weeks, taking a toll. Yeah, man. You just take it easy. Isn't it a good feeling though when you put in a hard work, a hard week at work, and you wake up Saturday morning and you just got the day to chill out? I don't know, for me anyways, that's gratifying. You keep doing what you're doing, Jenks. Good man. Bruce, on the other hand, it's his fault. Fucking right, it's a good feeling. You know, and especially what you're doing. Because now people, people got to eat. People need supplies. And you're getting them ready and providing them for people to take. I mean, it's... So keep up the great work, man. Maybe you can share some of that land, Jenks. Don't be surprised if you see the TCV van pull up with the trailer. You got a little spot on the property there somewhere in the back you can put me in. I mean, I got my own power and everything. Tell you, it would be nice if we could all get together and have a dinner and maybe a little karaoke, a couple of kegs. I don't know if we'd want to serve hard liquor at that event. Oh, I got the team lead. Huh. Guys, at the beginning of the week, we're going to do this. I know I said that I was going to do it, I think, yesterday. But don't have the time. Monday, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to bring you guys along with me. What are you, Jinx, what are you, ducking my question? You don't got a spot for the old TCB van and the little 28-foot trailer? I'm just screwing with you. Then I look around and see other... Then I look around and I see other associates. Oh, Melinda, good morning. Hope Mom's doing well, and I hope you're doing as well too, hon. Cash in the kitty. So I was looking, actually, before I left, and it said that my total earnings are up to $48. That's awesome to hear, Melinda. Well, guys, can I ask you a question? When somebody like Melinda donated, I think it was a membership. What does that mean? Can anybody explain that to me? Like, does that mean that you're donating memberships for people to become members on this channel? Like, how does that work? Because I noticed this other guy that I watched that does like kind of like what we do, but on this girl Brooke that's in North Carolina, who just got arrested the other day. I noticed I'm a member of his channel, and I'm like, I never paid for that. I know for a fact because there's no card, linked with this account. Oh, okay. Okay, yep. So that must have been Smooth Operator. Okay. What a nice thing to do. Little Jimmy, good morning. Yeah, no worries, does nothing. I gotta make a little just members only content. And I know I kind of been screwing up with that and kind of just, I've done a couple of lives and then I've just put them on memberships. Mark once said something to me yesterday that really touched me. He said, I didn't think there was going to be a walk and talk, but now that there is, that made my day. I even said to my father, I go, I can't believe that there are people that enjoy listening to me walk and talk. Who would have ever thought? Dead pine falling. It's part of my morning routine. And I mean, I can't believe how many people like watch and listen while they're working. It's baffling. The guy's like Busted Radio Garage. I mean, have you seen that guy's shop? The fact that they put me on and listen to me, that's just crazy. And I mean, we don't do any editing, nothing. There's nothing special about this channel. But I'll tell you what is special. The people that are a part of it. It's like one big family. Dysfunctional family, and I said this yesterday, but I've yet to see a family that's normal. And even if they claim to be normal, I guarantee if you dig into it, you're going to find some fucked up shit. Because it's in every family. Oh, yeah, it does. Absolutely. Well, like, I know a couple of guys here that they do. They listen while they're trucking. Which I guess, that's cool. It's just, I don't know. I guess it's in my mind, I don't think I'm that interesting. Yeah, you want to be paying attention, driver. Especially with them crane operators. Come back. But like my father, my father's another one. He'll listen while he's at work, and then if he's not listening to me, I mean, religiously every morning my dad wakes up, and the first fucking thing he does is he walks over to his desk, he sits down, scratches his balls probably, fires up a cigarette, and watches poor man's videos. That's right, guys. Dad gave up on the no smoking thing, which, you know what? I can't argue with him about. But he does it every single day, religiously, like how you, Bruce, said this has become part of your morning routine. Now, me and my dad were talking. He wants to do a live from work. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to do it through StreamYard. And then that way he can just do it on his regular account. I enjoy listening to you and Pop's tear. I gotta start doing more videos with Pops. Because Pops really is the star of the show. Hey, Barry, if you're watching, you see your name wasn't brought into that. See, I think a lot of people have just lost interest in Beamer. They don't care. They know he's a loser. They know what he is. But they just don't want to, they don't want to be a part of it. And I get it too, man. If I was driving all day, it makes the day pass. I think what I'm going to do is next week, I got to figure out a day, and I know I've said I'm going to do this a couple times, but I'm definitely going to do it. We're going to do a day next week where we're going to do a StreamYard, and we're going to have some people on the show. I'd like to have Melinda on, Gibby, Matthew Decker. Anybody really who wants to come on. Jinx. Although Jinx is a working man, he works a lot, so it's hard to get him. But maybe we could do it in, I don't know, an afternoon. So if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing, please let me know. Hell, I'd even like to have Rich back on the show. Bro, do not forget the Kevin Bacon hat. Maybe we'll have to send you some golf balls. Yeah, I would only bring one on at a time because even though it's awesome having a bunch of people in there, it's very hard to, you know, because everybody talks over everybody, and it's not done on purpose, you know. But yes, Bruce, you're absolutely right. One at a time. It's like Matthew Decker, he left a comment, and I had told, it was something, it was, I think when I posted, I don't know if it was the view hours, which is up over 9,000, which I still can't believe. That's crazy. That's a lot of hours. But he had said, I hope to be there someday. And I said, you're going to be past me. Guys like that deserve to have bigger channels. Tiger blood. Oh, yeah, dude. That would have been awesome to watch. Fire. I never made one of those when I was a kid. And I don't think any of my friends did either. I can't remember anybody having a potato gun. Don Lee, good morning. Hope everything's going well up in Canada. I think what we'll do is we'll go down there, wrap it around, and go back. Glass break, or if you're doing it with your friends until somebody gets shot with one on the leg. Oh man. I hope that that goes away for you, Don. Sorry to hear that. We're sending prayers your way, guys. Don's got a bad lung infection. I know I say it a lot, but power of prayer. Seems like every time there's been an issue and I've asked you guys to pray on it or do whatever it is you do, we've had good results. So, guys, keep Don in your thoughts. It wasn't supposed to go that far, allegedly. Who knows? Who knows, boys? Maybe by next year we'll be doing a run and walk and talk. Well, running, that doesn't sound the same. Plus, guys, if I ran for any more than 4 minutes, 5 minutes, I'd sound like Rich. So, went to the, let me see. Went to the clinic on Tuesday. They gave me meds, buffer. That sucks, man. Guys, I shouldn't even say it. I gotta find some wood to knock on. Hold on a minute. Knock on wood, guys. I have never had a surgery. I've never had to spend the night in the hospital, ever. Only thing I've ever had done was I had an cyst that was on the back of my neck that I had to have removed. And they put me to sleep for that, and that was it. I mean, I've broken my left arm when I was a kid, but thank God I've never had any issues. Very lucky. Very lucky. Oh yeah, I cut the tip. They got that sewed back on. I cut the tip of my finger off when I was in, what was that? 8th grade? I was in shop class and I was using a bandsaw. And a group of girls, the way they had it set, it like the shop class was like in a cubicle, if it makes any sense. And there was like partitions around it, but they were plexiglass. And a group of girls walked by and I went to look at them and I was like right at the edge. Vink. That's it. And you know, they told me I would never have like, I don't know if let me get in the light, see if you guys can see it. I don't know if you guys can see that. My nail kind of always comes in a little fucked up because of it, but yeah, you see that right there? And they told me I would never have a feeling in my tip, but Stroker Ace was born a race. He had a mean streak in his eye. Son of a gun. That was a good movie, Stroker Ace. I haven't seen that in years. I got my right ear cut off, not in shop. Oh boy. That doesn't sound like fun, man. So let me think on what's for today's agenda. We gotta paint the roof vents on top of the trailer. Gotta get everything blown off. I don't know if my dad's gonna paint them or if I'm gonna paint them. Probably my dad. Because that roof, even when he gets up there and walks on it, and I'm about 220 pounds, so yeah. But I can get the vacuuming done. That way at least we can get the slide in. But I can't put the air conditioner cover on until we get it back to the pit. They sewed it back on. Car accident in 88. Ooh. Hey, Richard, if we were in... Yeah. How did you lose the ear, though, if you don't mind me asking? That's a... Ooh. Hey, member Reservoir, can you hear that? Hey, Bruce, can you hear that? Can you hear that? Oh, I hear noises. Somebody's walking over there. Come on out. Oh, it's a squirrel. I hit a tree in my Mustang. Oh, Jesus. You know, I had a really bad accident when I was 18. My father was up from Florida, and my dad had a rental car. It was a brand new Nissan Altima, and he came to stay with me. And he had parked the car, you know, was obviously parked behind my car. So I had woken up in the morning, and I went to Dunkin' Donuts. Wasn't very mature. And while I was driving, I decided to get on this girl. And I was on a residential street. I was going up a hill. And at the top of the hill, it kind of went like this. I don't know, I was probably doing 70, 75 miles an hour. Well, a lady backed out of her driveway. And I just got around her, and then when I went to correct myself, the car shot to the left. I went through a rock wall, a fence, and directly into a tree. I did not have my seatbelt on. And that airbag come out and hit me. It didn't break my nose, nothing. I walked away from that. Now, when my father showed up on the scene, they almost arrested him. Oh, I'm leaving out a couple of key points. So the house, rock wall, and fence that I destroyed was a Methuen cop. And would you know that the Methuen cop was outside watering his grass and watched the whole thing? Oh boy, was my dad mad. Oh. Hey, they were going to arrest him. I remember the cop distinctly saying, "Sir, we understand how you feel, but this is," I don't know if he said this isn't the time and place, but yeah, it was bad. Let me see. Face surgery, broke nose, orbital bone, 170 stitches. Wow. When I was 5 years old, wow. That's crazy. Both of you guys. No, I wasn't doing 100. I was doing like 70 miles an hour. May have been going even a little faster. I don't know. I'd say when I hit the wall, I don't even know what the speed was, but I'd say it was over 60 miles an hour when I hit the rock wall. Oh, you're talking about the stitches. I'm sorry. My bad. Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. I can't complain. I woke up this morning. I got air in my lungs. I'm walking. I'm not in any trouble with the law, so hey. All right, we're gonna head back now. Try to wash him. Be say, I'm trying to be. Thank you, Melinda, for coming in here and spreading positive energy. Positive vibes. Oh, I got an itch on my back. God dang it. Morning. Oh, she's on a full out run. Hold on 1 second, folks. All right. Yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff around here. Right, John? I got an itch right on my back shoulder. I'm looking for a tree. Think I'm gonna make the stop up here at the guy's tent spot. Oh, it's driving me nuts. No, Megan ain't been around. No sody pops. Paul's got her locked in the basement now, so making pens. You know, for the people who don't know, they come in and see that. And this. Bruce sheared a reel. I'm gonna have to wait till I'm done with this, Bruce, before I can take a look at it. Okay, okay. Oh, there's the tree right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good, good, good. Ooh. That's a special track right there. That's one of them e-bikes, I believe. Look at this. Seems like the bike was coming along and then, I don't know if maybe they hit the brake or gave it gas. Tracks continue. Tracks continue. All right, let's see. Hey, Jimmy. Little Jimmy. Jimmy. How many times do you guys think I've said Jimmy on this channel? Probably more times than Rich has said the journals or Top Dead Center. Guys, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm trying to get my numbers up. Hit the bell for post notifications. I'm at Poo Poo Stink Water right down there. Oh, what the fuck? That ain't normal. That is not normal. Is Rich hiding out in there? What the hell? Is that fecal matter? Stinks. That is nasty. You got such a beautiful path and then you walk around and see that. Would you look at that, folks? Let's up these steps. Barriers. Nope, not a word. Not even anything for 9/11. Can you believe that? I will tell you guys this. Next year for 9/11, if I'm still here, I will make sure that the setup so that I will have all the names play. Because honestly, that wasn't my intention that day. I didn't even think of that. But
you can't act like, oh, now I could never coach.
Nothing. Nothing. I'm gonna pin that comment. Oh shit. Fuck, I deleted it. Damn it. Blake, can you rewrite that? I'm sorry. I went to pin it and I freaking deleted it. God damn, Bruce, that's your fault. Yeah, I mean, it's really not the country, but it is nice. Other than that Poo Poo Stink Water back there. It's a nice town. Definitely a nice place to raise a kid. I can't believe I just did that. Can I bring it back? Oh, okay. Can I bring it back? That's right. Let me pin that for a moment. Blake, I'm sorry, but I got these fat hands, you know, the fat hands. Oh, there's another channel, guys. There we go. If you guys are into Mopaz, go check out Bad Tree Production. Not just Mopaz, I guess. A little bit of everything. And also, if you're into boats, go check out Bad Tree Marine. Yeah, Tim, come on, hit me with that one-liner today. Well, what are you gonna call me today? I noticed you were absent yesterday. You didn't say anything on 9/11, which maybe you took the day off. But come on, man, hit me with something. Hey, Steph. Yeah, well, man, I get it. You got a lot of stuff going on. Oh yeah, once that shop goes up, heck yeah. Blake from Bad Tree Production, guys, he got himself one hell of a side-by-side, four-seater, with a plow, power angle. Now, I call that winning. There's Mark 1. Yeah, I walked a little extra so you could come in, bud.
I've experienced stuff like that before.
12 months of Mako. Is that how long you've been around, Bruce? I feel like you've been around longer than that. Oh, wait a minute. Have a calendar or something. Okay. That's a great idea. Yeah, big shout out to you, Dizzy 1969. Great guy. Great channel. All about giving back to his community. See, that's the thing. For anybody that says we're all about hate, or if we're bad people, you need to have your head looked at, because we're all good people that just can't stand for the BS. Let me see. No Name Nationals this Friday. Nothing to race. I wouldn't so much say it was an extra walk. I mean, it's about what we normally do. I don't know, No Name Nationals already come that quick. Guys, before you know it, it'll be Halloween, and then boom, Christmas. I have no idea, Mark 1. I have no idea. I do not know what the status is of Rich. Absolutely. Bingo. We don't walk on eggshells here. We lay straight facts. And if you want to be dumb enough to come on here on YouTube and you're about that stuff, well, guess what? Good will prevail over evil. Twisted Mopar with a 5. Try again. I appreciate the 5, bud. He's not in the hospital. Honestly, Blake, I haven't. Listen, there are so many channels. Look, there's a couple other channels that I watch that you guys, I just don't say anything about. There are so many whacked people on this YouTube. It's not even right. Well, if he's not in the hospital, that's a good thing for him. Mopar. Let me pin that comment. So if anybody, I'll have to make a mental note of that, although I'm probably sure I'll forget because I forget a lot of stuff. Well, with the few lines. I mean, so, like, is he nutty just, like, that he's nuts? Or is it that he's not like Barry that claims to know everything and doesn't know anything? I mean... He's basically, if Barry had a shop and had money. Oh, okay. If Richard stopped putting his videos on private, I'm sure all of his stuff would jack up. I don't know how many people have said it. Like, hey, dude, if you didn't have your videos on private, we wouldn't have to go to other channels to watch it. Screams and rants about Mopar channels like my... Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you should have said that, Blake, right in the beginning. I don't know who Mopar Joe is. None of his stuff is copyrighted, is it? I found out the hard way with that. That's the one thing that makes me nervous. Like, there's a lot of guys I'd like to show, but I don't know if this shit's copyrighted. And if so, I don't want to get in trouble for it. Well, the channel get in trouble. I have no idea. I have no idea what any of his statuses are for as far as being in the hospital.
I like them.
I got to talk to Gibby yesterday in text messages. I ain't gonna say what happened, but I'm gonna tell you right now what happened at his work. I'm gonna have him on, and I'm sure, I don't know if he'll want to talk about it, but let's just say it's crazy. Are you in Salem? No, I'm in Derry. 2 towns up. Twisted said no, he's not in the hospital. So, I mean, I guess that's a good thing. If he's not in the hospital, that's a good thing. I'm assuming if he had a stroke, they would have kept him. But I don't know, I'm not a doctor. Let me see. Well, I was the highlight on one of his videos. Salem does have a walking path. As a matter of fact, if you follow this straight, it will bring, I think this will bring you all the way into Massachusetts. I'm not sure. Posting video, constantly posting, talking shit, talk videos, and then deletes them. Huh. Sounds like somebody I know. So he was in the hospital, but he's not in the hospital anymore. Again, I think if he'd have had a stroke, we'll do a process of elimination, but then again, I'm not a doctor. I think if it had a stroke, they would have kept him for a few days. So, I don't know. When I have a stroke, I'm going to live stream it instead of getting help. Yeah, please don't do that, Jinx. Don't anybody do that. If you're having a medical issue, get it attended to. Outpatient strokes are on the rise. Oh, boy. I kind of got stroked that one time when I thought I had a tick on the old nutsack, just to come to find out that I had to be told by an RN that it was an ingrown hair. Hands were cold too. Love that truck. Yeah, I tried doing that, Bruce. Thanks so much for that advice, because that worked great. That worked great, bro. Hey, bro, that worked great. God damn, I almost burnt my ball bag off. Yeah, that's funny. Ha ha ha. Fucking hair was singeing and everything. It was horrible. Ah, shit. Well, it's warming up. Look at them skies. Hold on a second, folks. I kind of gotta. They don't help them anymore unless it's bad. I just had a friend who had one of. So you mean to tell me, Twisted, that you had a buddy that had a stroke, went to the hospital, and they released him 3 hours later? Call of Duty Warzone. If you have a stroke, they will keep you. I mean, that's what I would think. Yes, I personally believe that was a performance. And as far as your friend goes, Twisted, I believe he has a hell of a lawsuit. I mean, I know that insurance companies suck, but what about COD 7? That looks good. Battlefield 6. See, I never played those games. I'm sure they're badass, though. You know, it's crazy. I used to enjoy playing video games. And then just slowly but surely, it just kind of like started to die off. I don't know if it's just because I got shit going on or if it's, I don't know what it is. Maybe my ADD, TCB, ADD, TCB. Oh yeah, we're getting a good burn. good burn, the old Cafaloonies. ADDC. Hey, that's a good one, Bruce. It's truly sad. It's truly sad you have adults that can use their head and see through, which is bullshit. But they are so stupid to it. Yeah. Great point. Great point. Fucking stink digging into my fucking side. This is crazy. See, that's why I don't like this. I feel like I'm carrying around a fucking watermelon. Okay, let me see. Thought you... Yeah, let me sit down for a minute. Just a moment, though. Oh, boy. Let's see what we got going on here. Alright. I just said it was a hospital. And he's now saying different. I'm old school Halo. Halo 2, COD. Gears of War. There's an old game right there. Gears of War. Play. You know, that's a great point, Bad Tree. It seems like all these new games are behind a paywall, and you're absolutely right. Different guy, Austin. I like Pong, no Valor then. 38, 357. Painstaking. Fucking right. I only play iRacing. GTA 6 maybe in 15 years. If you believe he had a stroke and if you believe that he had a stroke and he was released that night, you're stupid as getting a stint standing up. Where Megan ran her fingernails on you last night. Melinda smiley faces. I beat Super Mario 2 last week. Was pretty stoked. I mean stoked about it. Haliki, soda pop. You want a sody pop? How about a sody pop? Haliki. I don't think it's a shit. I think it's like, what is that? Is that fecal matter? That might be some kind of fecal matter there. All right, let's see. Rondo OG. Well, Austin, all I can say is he was in the hospital because he called me. The nurse told me to contact him later. They were trying to run some tests. That's all I can say as far as a stroke. I don't know. Only question I got about that is why would the nurse, what did you call back? And the nurse told you that? Or what, the nurse just got on the phone? Taste it. You're funny. Yeah, okay, taste it. You fucking taste it, Bruce. Melinda, you're funny. Mark 1, Super Sam, Bruce, vodka. Battery, I remember being excited to play Super Mario 2 at my friend's house. Bad acting. No nurse got on the phone. Soda pop, salt water action. Blake, do you remember playing 007 on N64? Of course you do. No. Nurse got on the phone. Why would the nurse get on the phone? Why would that happen? You at Derry High School? No. No. I'm at the baseball fields. Richard has been groomed by the left and tried professional victim. Oh, I like that. No odd jobs, damn it, 007. I remember playing that with the cheat codes so you could get all the guns. Double guns, remember the double AKs? No, but well, my question is twisted. I understand that, but I'm just saying, why would she get on the phone with you? Did he have her get on the phone with you? Because it's just like weird when, like, every time my father was in the hospital for serious issues, and I'd call and talk, I never got a nurse on the phone. LOL, that makes so much sense. Karma is a bitch. He's a liar. I do believe it. Can prove it was a nurse. My wife used to beat me bad playing video games. I got pissed and threw the machine out the door. Broke it all the fuck. Gold gun, yep, one shot. I remember, like, specifically barricading myself in the bathroom. You know, the guys would keep running in. All right, gentlemen, well, this is where we're going to end it out. I hope everybody has a great day. Stay safe. Everybody, thank you for coming by, spending some time. Hope you guys all enjoy your day. Be safe. Catch you on the flip.